Excuse me, is this chair taken?
Excuse me?
Is this taken?
Yes, it is.
Oh, sorry.
Sure thing.
Excuse me, is this chair taken?
Excuse me?
Is this taken?
No, but I'm expecting somebody in a minute.
Oh, thanks anyway.
Sure thing.
Excuse me, is this chair taken?
No, but I'm expecting somebody very shortly.
Would you mind if I sit here till he or she or it comes?
Oh, they do seem pretty late.
You never know who you might be turning down.
Sorry. Nice try, though.
Sure then. Excuse me, is this chair taken?
No, it's not.
Would you mind if I sit here?
Yes, I would.
Excuse me, is this chair taken?
No, it's not.
Would you mind if I sit here?
No. Go ahead.
Thanks. Every place else seems to be taken.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great place.
Mm-hmm.
What's the book?
I would just like to read in the quiet, if you don't mind.
No, sure thing. It's a great place for reading.
Yes, I like it.
What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury.
Oh, Hemingway. What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury.
Oh, Faulkner.
Have you read it?
Not actually. Well, I've sure read a lot about it, though. I hear it's supposed to be great.
Well, it is great.
I hear it's great. Waiter? What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury.
Oh, Faulkner.
Well, have you read it?
I'm a Mets fan myself. What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury.
Oh, Faulkner.
Well, have you read it?
Yeah, I read it back in college.
Oh, where was college?
I went to Oral Roberts University.
Where was college?
I was blind and never really went to college. I just like to party.
Where was college?
Faulkner.
Oh, do you like Faulkner?
I love Faulkner.
Oh, he's incredible.
I spent a whole winter reading him once.
Well, I just started.
I was so excited after 10 pages, I went out and bought everything else he wrote. One of the greatest reading experiences of my entire life. All that incredible psychological understanding, and the prose is gorgeous. His profound grasp of the mystery of time and human existence. The smell of the earth. What did you think?
I think it's pretty boring.
What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury.
Oh, Faulkner.
Do you like Faulkner?
I love Faulkner.
He's incredible.
I spent a whole winter reading him once.
I was so excited after 10 pages, I went out and bought everything else he wrote.
All that incredible psychological understanding.
And the prose is so gorgeous.
His profound grasp of the mystery of time.
And human existence! I waited this long to read him.
You never know, you might not have liked him before.
That's true.
You might not have been ready for him. You have to hit these things at the right moment or it's no good. It's all in the timing. My name's Phil, by the way.
Well, I'm Betty.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes. I thought reading Faulkner was a great experience.
Yes.
The Sound and the Fury.
Well, onwards and upwards.
Waiter! You have to hit these things at the right moment or it's no good. It's all in the timing. My name's Phil, by the way.
Well, I'm Betty.
Hi.
Hi.
So, do you come here a lot?
Well, actually, I'm just in town for 2 days from Pakistan.
Pakistan. My name's Phil, by the way.
Well, I'm Betty.
Hi.
Hi.
You come here a lot?
Every once in a while. Do you?
Well, I come here quite a lot, and, well, I mean, not as much as I used to. Before we were in spring town. So, do you come here a lot?
Why are you asking?
I'm just interested.
Are you really interested, or do you just want to pick me up?
No, I'm really just interested.
Well, then why would you be interested in whether I come here a lot?
I'm just getting acquainted.
Well, maybe you're only interested long enough to making small talk to take me back to your place to listen to some music, or because you've rented some great DVD, or because you have some terrific unknown Marvin Gaye CD, when all you really want to do is mess around, which you won't do very well. Afterwards, we'll go into the bathroom and pee very loudly. Then you'll head into the kitchen and get yourself a beer from the refrigerator and have asking me whether I like anything. Then you proceed to lie back down beside me and confess that you have a girlfriend named Stephanie who's been involved in for a year and you've been involved in her off and on in what you call a very intricate relationship for the past 7 years. That is a different name, Hitler!
So, do you come here a lot?
Every other day.
I come here quite a lot. I don't remember seeing you.
Well, I guess we have some different schedules.
Misconnections.
Yes, different time zones.
It's amazing how you can live right next door to somebody in this town and never even know it.
I know.
City life.
It's crazy.
Well, we probably pass each other on the street right in front of this place every other day, probably.
Yep.
Well, all the waiters here sure seem to be on some different time schedule. I can't seem to locate one anywhere. Waiter, so do you?
I beg pardon?
Nothing. Sorry.
I guess we have some different schedules.
Misconnections.
Yes, different time zones.
It's amazing how you can live right next door to somebody in this town and never even know it.
I know.
City life.
It's crazy.
We probably pass each other on the street in front of this place every other day, probably.
Yep.
Well, you were waiting for somebody when I came in, were you?
Actually, I was.
Oh. Boyfriend?
Sort of.
What's a sort of boyfriend?
My husband.
What's a sort of boyfriend?
We were meeting here. Sabrina!
What's a sort of boyfriend?
Oh, my lover. Here she comes now.
You were waiting for somebody when I came in, were you?
No, just reading.
Sort of a sad occupation for a Friday night, isn't it? I mean, reading her all by yourself.
You really think so?
Well, sure. I mean, what's a good-looking woman like yourself doing out all alone on a Friday night?
Trying to keep away from lines like that.
No, listen, You were waiting for somebody when I came in, were you?
No, just reading.
Sort of a sad occupation for a Friday night, isn't it? I mean, reading here all by yourself.
Well, I guess it is in a way.
Well, I mean, what's a good-looking woman like yourself doing out all alone on a Friday night? No offense, but...
I'm out alone on a Friday night for the first time in a very long time.
Oh.
You see, I just recently entered a relationship.
Oh.
Of rather long standing.
Sorry. Well, listen, since reading by yourself is such a sad occupation, would you like to go elsewhere?
No.
Do something else?
No thanks.
Well, I was headed to the movies in a little while. You could come.
I don't think so.
Well, big chance to let Faulkner catch his breath. All those long sentences get him pretty tired.
Thanks anyway.
Okay.
I appreciate the invitation.
Sure thing. You were waiting for somebody when I came in, were you?
No, just reading.
Sort of a sad occupation, isn't it, for Friday night? I mean, reading her all by yourself.
I guess I was trying to think of it as existentially romantic. You know, cappuccino, great literature, rainy night.
That only works in Paris. We could hop the late plane to Paris, get on a Concorde, find a cafe.
I'm a little short on plane fare tonight.
Darn it, so am I.
To tell you the truth, I was headed to movies after I finished this section. Would you like to come along?
That's a very nice offer, but...
Uh-huh. Girlfriend?
Two. Actually, one of them's pregnant. Stephanie. Not if you mean that horrible, whiny, condescending little... Don't less tonight.
Girlfriend?
Sort of. Sort of.
What's a sort of girlfriend?
My mother. Well, I just ended a relationship, actually.
Oh,
Of rather long standing.
well, I'm sorry to hear it.
Well, tonight's my first night out in a really long time. I feel a little bit at sea, to tell you the truth.
So you didn't stop to talk because you're a Mooney or you have some weird political affiliation?
Straight down the ticket Republican. Straight down the ticket Democrat. Can I tell you something about politics? I like to think of myself as a citizen of the universe. I'm unaffiliated.
That's a relief, so am I.
I know my beliefs.
Labels are not important.
Labels are not important. Take me, for example. So what does it matter if I got a 2.0, 3.0 at 4.0 at college? Or if I did come from Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Westchester County?
Sure.
Well, I believe a man is what he is. A person is who he is. A person is who they are.
I think so too.
So what if I admire Trotsky? So what if I once had total body liposuction? So what if I don't have a... I was acting on my convictions.
Sure.
You can't just hang a sign on anybody.
Absolutely. I'll bet you're a Scorpio.